Everyone, I'm audible. Anyone please confirm? Hello? Okay, Vignesh, I'm audible. Okay. Okay, so welcome all of you, right, in another session of a data analyst, right? So in the previous sessions, we have done the like a small project on the Power BI, right? And today, like after that session, I got so many messages from the students, right? They are very confused that, sir, are we eligible? What is the eligible criteria of the for the data analyst, right? What are the modules? Because every time they are going for a new job or like new opening, right? So they are getting the different JD. JD everyone knows, like job description, right? So what are the tools that you are covering and what are the tools that mandatory for market fit, right? So that if we are looking for a data analysis job and market is offering any job, so are completing all these modules, right? So there are lots of questions from their side, like, and what are the opportunities in the different companies, right? Because like they are getting some information that some their layoffs are happening in different companies, like, so there are so many confusion between the students, right? So what I my voice is not clear. Hello, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so is it clear? My voice is clear or not? Still.
Yes, your voice is clear.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, what we'll do today, we'll start with the discussion, right? We'll start with the criteria that everyone knows that what is the criteria. Let me share my screen. I'm opening the SB board so that you can guys can see everything. So, do you guys know the criteria for the data analyst? If you're going to become a data analyst, right? What is the criteria? Like, what is the eligibility criteria? Anyone know? So because like so many students have this perception in their mind, so this is a IT field, right? And non-IT person cannot merge in this field, right? So this kind of thinking I think have in the students, but this is wrong, right? Let me tell you. So criteria, if you ask me for the data analyst, like suppose you're going to become a data analyst and you're taking a training, right? So the criteria will be simple, that you should be a graduate, right? Graduate. If you are not from the respective field means like if you are from the computer science background, if you have from the IT background, so definitely you have learned all the tools which is need for the data analyst as a data analyst already in your graduation. If not, if you are from the mechanical background, if you are from any other background, medical background, if any pharmaceutical, like you have done any course like that, so you need to get the certification for the data analysis. Right? No other criteria is there, right? It's not mandate. If you are already from the computer science background, if you're like have done all learned all these things, right? And you have the certification like of your graduation that you have done from the computer science or something like related to that branch, so you are easily eligible for that job, right? Getting a point, everyone? Right? Now, the tools that is required for the data analyst, like, so I'm giving you a complete clear vision for the tools, right? Because there are like so many jobs opening and the JD is like little bit confusing, right? Student get confused, like they are written something else. We have not done this certificate. We have not completed that module or something like that. So they get confused, right? So like let me give you the like complete view of the tools which are required for the data analysis, right? So first thing, like basic, everyone is expecting that you are have knowledge of the Excel, right? And which kind of knowledge? That you can do the data entry? No. You are able to create the do the data analysis and create the charts and graphs in the Excel, right? And some advanced functions that you must know in the Excel, like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index and match function, if else condition, right? So, and also the pivot tables, right? If you know all these things and you know about like how to make the dashboard and the creating the reports, that's okay, right? So you must have the knowledge of the Excel, right? And one of the business intelligence tool, right? Right. So two tools are very popular. If you ask me, like Tableau and the Power BI, right? And 80% market has been captured by the Power BI, right? So we cover that tool in our training, right? As the business intelligence tool that is needed in any job description, right? So that is also very important. Now come to the coding language. In coding, we have two languages, right? And we are covering the Python. And another is what? R, right? So R has very less market. If you think like if you see, only 5% of the companies are using R, right? 95% companies are using Python, right? So we are taking the as a coding language as a Python, right? And last is that yes, you must have the database knowledge, database query language knowledge. So one of the DBMS that is we are taking, that is MySQL, and inside that we are taking the SQL structured query language, right? SQL, that is SQL, right? So these are the four things, right? You will see in a different way in a job description which are needed, right, for the your interview purpose. Get your point, everyone, right? So there is what is the eligibility criteria? Just the graduation in any respect. If you are not to the related like computer science or the IT, then you must have the data analysis certificate. So this is the optional for the those who have not done the graduation from the computer science or the IT background, right? If you have done from that, so this certificate is also not needed. But you must have the good knowledge of the data analysis. Getting your point, everyone? Understood? Cover about the tools also. So these four tools: Excel, Power BI, Python, and SQL. Yes, Purushottam, you're saying something? Hello? Yes, Purushottam?
Hello.
Yes, Purushottam. You're saying something?
Yeah, nothing, nothing. I understood. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was unmute.
Okay. Okay. Now let's move like what different like topics we are covering in different modules, like because these are also questions coming from the student side. Right. So I will clear this one also. Right. So we have four modules and we'll complete these four modules in our 3 months training, right? So what are those four modules we have? We have Excel, right? We have SQL, we have Python, right? And then we have Power BI, right? So order is totally dependent on you, right? So I usually start with Excel. Why? Because Excel is the easiest one and everyone is aware about that. So match our frequency, match our understanding. We need Excel, and also the admission process also going on in the starting, right? So if anyone like miss something, so he will not miss a major portion of the training, right? So that is why we prefer Excel first and rest of the modules according to your choice, right? So I will generate a poll generally in the WhatsApp group, and whatever you will suggest, I will go for that only, right? So Excel we have like basic things like about the ribbon, about the quick access toolbar, right? Everything like basic concepts, I will go from there, right? How we can write the things, why we are writing the text on the left hand side, numerical values on the right hand side, why, what are the basic everything, right? We will discuss on that also, right? So every knowledge you will get in basic Excel, and then we will go for the some tools that functions which are very important, that is data validation, right? Database functions, sorry. Then we have the pivot table and pivot charts, right? Then we'll also have the power pivot, right? Then we will have like advanced functions. In advanced function, we will go for the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP and the index and match function. Then we go for the if, else, and the nested conditions, right? Then we will go for the dashboard creation, dashboard or the, you can say the report creation, right? Then in the last, we'll go for the project, right? So this will be the roadmap for the Excel. We'll go for these and also many more things. I have like I forgot some of the topics that I didn't remember, but we have lots of more. Like these things definitely we are going to do, and plus more things also in Excel, right? So we'll take almost 3 weeks to complete these topics, right? And also why we are taking 3 weeks, like we can complete in 2 weeks also, but the speed which I put in the starting, that is a little slow. Why? Because the like in starting, like your speed is also like you are new and we have to match our frequencies. So that is why I put something like little bit slow. But after that, when we match the frequency, we definitely I will speed up my speed, and depending on your choice also, right? I will never go like that much fast that you will not understand the topic, right? Definitely, if you want to ask any question, anything, anytime, you can unmute yourself, right? It's not that you have to just listen my whatever I'm saying, right? If you have anything, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask me anything. Okay, so this is about the Excel, that what we are covering. Now coming on the SQL. So we start with the commands, different commands we have under which we understand the different concepts of the SQL. So we have DDL, we have DML, we have DQL, we have DCL, we have TCL, right? We have different functions like aggregate functions, right? Then we have like group by functions and lots more, like I didn't remember, but then these also we have. Then we have joins, very important part. Or then we have subqueries, right? So these will be the topic that we cover in the SQL. This will take 2 weeks, right? Due to the limitation of the time, we have chosen these topics only in the SQL, right? Now come to the Python. Definitely from the basic we will start, right? From the basic. So every topic, whatever I'm starting, even I'm starting the Excel only, right? I'm expecting that everyone know about the Excel basics, but then also I will go from the basic, scratch. Don't think that, okay, sir, will start from the intermediate level, that, okay, he will expect something that, okay, student must know about these things. No, I will go from the scratch, right? Every module, not Excel only, SQL also, Python also, Power BI also, right? So we'll start Python also from the basic, then we go for the data types, right? Then we will have the conditional statements, right? Then we will have loops, right? Then we have NumPy, then we have pandas. Then these are the data analysis will start from this point, right? From the NumPy. So these are the libraries which helpful for the data analysis. Then we have matplotlib. Then we will have Seaborn, right? So these are the 4 libraries for the data analysis that we must know about this. Then we do the project after this completion of the Python. So this will be the roadmap for the Python, right? And also one additional topic I also tell you, that how you can do all the manipulation in the SQL database using Python, right? That I will also, if I have the time or if you want this, I will definitely teach you how we can do all the queries in the SQL using Jupyter Notebook, right? So that I will also tell you. Now come to the Power BI, last one. So Python, almost it will take like 6 weeks, right? Now you will ask me, sir, why 1.5 months, almost 50% of time we are taking Python? Because it's a little bit difficult from other topics, right? Because this is a coding language. Other thing is a what? the tools. We are using Power BI, SQL, Excel. These are the tools. Not SQL is not the tool, but Excel and Power BI, these are the tools. So understanding the tools is a little bit different. You are not doing any coding. You are not writing any code to find or to get anything from that data, right? So here you have to understand the code in the basic, in the using the different basic concepts you have to understand about the codes. Then you have to go for the data. So that is why we need more time in the Python. Or sometimes it's larger than 6 weeks also. Like we need 7 weeks also, right? So it depends on your speed, right? Now come to the Power BI. Power BI, like we go for the first, if we divide into two parts, like we go for the backend first, right? In backend, we definitely covering the Power Query editor completely. Right, completely. Like how we, so this is the pre-processing part, right? So Power Query, in Power Query editor, we are understanding each and everything, whatever tools we have, right? If you go and see the window, we have so many tools, right? So almost it will take 3 or 4 days, right? 4 or 5 days it will take in Power Query editor, right? Then we go to the front end, right? And front end, we see to like, there are so many things that to understand that data modeling, right? In the Power Pivot options. Sorry. Then data visualization, how we can create the charts and the reports, make the charts and the graphs. Data visualization, right? And the main thing, that is DAX, right? DAX is what? Data analysis expression. Means generally the functions, generally the formulas that we create to analyze the data, right? So if you need to find any output, anything that you want to analyze using some mathematical formula, you have to use the DAX, right? So directly also you can write the formulas, right, in your in the AM codes that you have to learn, but it is little difficult. So what we do, we use the DAX functions, right? So what we do, we use the DAX functions that is predefined, pre-created for the a purpose, right? So that also we will understand how we use the DAX functions, right? Then we understand how we can create the reports and the dashboards, right? And in the last, we do the project, right? So this will be the roadmap of our modules, right, in our training, and this is how we complete the our training. So this also take 2 weeks.
In SQL, we are not going to cover window analytical functions.
No, actually, like if you see in a Dhruv, like everywhere we have so many things, right? So this is the why I'm taking only thing Python. My focus, more focus in the Python and the Power BI, right? In Power BI, I'm taking everything, right? I'm doing everything because we cannot leave anything, right? But Python, I'm skipping so many things because the duration of the training, right? So because Python is the major part, like it's the like difficult part also, like student get confused, they needs like more time to understand the concepts of the Python. So we have very less time. So that is why whatever we have chosen now, 2 weeks we need for the SQL, and we cannot cover more than these topics in the training. And why we are not taking Windows? Another purpose is what? Like if you're going for a fresher job, right? And you're going for the SQL, no one is going to ask you the Windows function. It will ask you till the subquery only. Got it,
Okay.
Dhruv? Yeah. And
Yeah,
let
in
me tell you
Python,
one thing. Yes.
also we are not covering the various concepts like decorator, generators, monkey patching, and Python also has OOPS concepts. A lot of things are missing, it looks like, in Python.
Yes, Dhruv, see what is happening. See, what we are doing. We are doing completing this a crash course, taking is as a crash course, right? Three,
Yeah, crash course, I
3 months.
think this syllabus can be covered in maximum 5 days.
Yes. So why we are having like this is the masters of the 2 years program, right? When you are going for the data analyst masters, right? So this is a 2 year program, and there you can cover everything because we have a span of 2 years, right? Now we have only 3 months, right? So what we are doing, we are looking for a job purpose, like how you can the job, and what are the on which topic we are getting the more questions in the interviews, right? So through that only we have selected these topics, so that almost 80% at least, yeah, 90% minimum questions you can cover from these topics, right? And let me tell you, it's not that I'm teaching you everything. You also have to understand the topic, you have to also understand the concept. Then you can research also, right? Like suppose you want to go for the Windows function. If you all understood about these commands and the everything, let me tell you, it's a single day you will take a time to understand the Windows function, right? And other topics also in Python. Let me tell you, if you want to go for the functions, if you want to go for the like Cborn more, you want to understand, and you want to like explore more, right? So whatever we have done, we have cleared you all the basic concepts, all the like things that you have to understand as a basic level, and after that you can explore, right? And you have these so many generative AI tools, chat GPT, you have so many tools that you can get the answers in a just single prompt. Getting a point, Dhruv?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So my focus is like we can complete this, and if you have anything, right? Like suppose in so many trainings I've seen that okay, question, like students have like uh, asked me this, sir, please can you cover this topic? Can you cover this topic? We have a little bit time. So definitely, if you have a like choice, if you want to give me more topics, like okay, you need that topic and you are like looking forward, like you're not understanding any concept, definitely I will give you the understanding of that concept, right? Don't worry. It's not that I have collaborated with you and you are like I am bonded with these topics only. No, even I have like 3 years back, like 4 5 years back, I have started my job, and 3 years back, I was 2 years I've been in this company in Lanome Technologies, and the starting batch students also is still connected with me. So they have like still like some queries and all. So I picked up the phones and like definitely I answer those questions, and whenever they need like to join me in any meeting, definitely I go for that also. If you need that, definitely I will there for you. It's not that training is completed now, who are you, who I am. No, it's not like that. Definitely, if any point of time, if you need any help from my side, definitely you will get from there, right? So it's for all of you, right? Don't worry, and let me tell you, like you will get each and every module knowledge briefly, right? Don't think like okay, we'll understand or not. We are not from the IT background. We haven't seen like any coding language. We haven't done anything. Technically, we are not like that much strong, or my mathematics is not that much strong. So don't think like that. I am assuring you that you are be like, if you don't know anything, but you will give me your time, you will give me your concentration, definitely you will be like expert in after 3 months, right? If you give me according to me. I'm not giving you hope for the wrong things, because if you ask me about the data science, definitely I will like filter out all many students from this training point of view. Like if you ask me like, okay, sir, I will go for the data science. So I will tell you that, okay, if you are from the technical background, then only go for the uh, data science module. For data analysis, everything is like, it's not that much difficult, right? So for data science, definitely I'm looking for a technical background students, right? And even if you are not from technical background, if you have good knowledge of your mathematics, like class 12 mathematics, till the class 12 mathematics, you are eligible for that also, right? Eligibility means understanding. Like I'm not giving you wrong hope, okay, you can do this, and after that you will see, okay, sir, I'm not able to do, I'm not know about differentiation, integration, and like these mathematical concepts I don't know. So that is why I skip these things in the data science, right? So, but here everyone can do this, right? And this is the priority. Students, like if you see now, like so in the last session, like after that also some questions I got from the our team, that students are asking like we will get the job because already we are having so much layoffs in the different companies. So why we are getting the layoffs? Can anyone answer? Is due to like we have like so many unemployment, or like why we are they are not having projects or anything? What do you think, why we are having the layoff, why they are so many companies are having layoff? Can you even tell me? So many companies, why they are firing the employees? Yes, tell me. No one? Okay, let me tell you. See what is happening. from, if you see from 3-4 years, we are like in the zone of the data science and data analytics, right? So from the starting only, so every company have given the like instruction of the to the all the employees that you have to upskill yourself, right? In the if you in the respect of the data analysis tools, right? You have must have the knowledge about the data analysis tool, because in every company now we are having the data analysis department, right? Now if you come back to the 10 years back, right? If you go 10 years back, no company is having data analysis department, right? These are the these are the tools, these are the solutions which are we are outsourcing, right? So some companies are there which we performing the data analysis, right? So what we do, we give the projects and they give the solutions for that, right? But now every company has having on their own department as a data analyst, right? In every you can every field, you can say, like medical also, you can go for the mechanical also, every field is having, like sports also. So data is very important, and on the base of the data we can predict the future, or we can understand what we are doing wrong in our past, what we have done, so we can secure of the future, you can improve our future also. So right, so data is very important. So that is why we have the data analysis department in each company, right? Whether they're not doing for their own, might be they are outsourced, they're giving services, right, to other companies. But definitely every company is having data analysis, right? Almost 90% companies, right? So what is happening, like, so there are so very like senior persons are there, they are not ready to understand the new concepts, new things. They have not accepted these like ultimatums, or the, you can say the instructions given by the companies. So what they have done, they have not learned. Now the day came where they have started using the generative AI tools, right? Now every company have their own generative AI tools, right? So what they do, like if they need any solution, they just use like chat gpt tool, whatever they have built from their tools, right? So they must have that knowledge, right? If you are using the any tool, AI tool or generative AI tool, so you must have that knowledge also. So that the purpose of upskilling yourself, that you can easily accept those updation in uh, your technically you can update yourself, right? So they are not updating themselves, so that is why company have fired them. Now the openings are there. Now what they are looking for, either you should have knowledge of the prediction model, or you should have the knowledge of the generative model. Now everyone is going for the generative model, right? So generative model means that you can use for the generate anything like chat gpt, or they based on the large language models, right? But what I prefer, you that go for the prediction models, right? Or predictive, or doing for the data analysis model, like we have power bi, python, we have sql, right? We have excel also. So go for that, definitely you will get the job, because these are the now basic requirement of every job, right? You cannot get the job before without these tools, if you don't have this knowledge, right? So that is my suggestion, right, for everyone, right? So as we have seen, like in the previous the mandatory thing is what, you must have the degree of the class that engineering, or the graduation you must have. So with that, you must have the, now in days, like you must have the certificate for the, or any authentic degree for the these tools also, right? Then only you will get the job for any respect. If you're going, definitely they are asking for the data analysis tools. Getting my point, everyone? Now I hope everyone understood whatever queries you have, right? Because now we are going to start the properly the training, right? And hopefully it will start from the Monday, right? So I suggest you to enroll yourself as quickly as you can, right? So that we can start proper training from the Monday, right? If you have any query, you can ask me. I've done from my side. Anyone? Anyone want to ask anything? Yeah, stats also. We go for the stats also. Like, but stats major part, Aniket, we cover in the data science, right? So in stats, if you ask me, like, sir, what we are going to cover in the data analytics, definitely we are going for the like mean, median, and mode, right? So this only we are covering in the data analysis because not more than that we need in the data analysis, right? Major part of the stats we need in the data science, right? Yes. Anything else? Anyone? No questions? Anyone? Everything you guys understood? No questions? Is everything clear? You can unmute yourself. You can ask me anything if you have any query. No questions? Hmm? Okay. So if no question, we can wind up, right? Uh, Shruti, are you there? Shruti, Kiran, anyone from the team? Hello? Hello? Shruti, Kiran. Okay. So let's call off the meeting, right? Good night. Thank you, class. And let's meet on Monday in the training. Good night. Take care.
What